Hello, my name is Joshua Mugabe. I welcome you to Breathing in Insects. We are going to look at insects, and we are going mainly to talk about the breathing in insects. So here we are starting with our major insects, the cockroach and the caterpillar. But what we are mainly interested in here are the spiracles. If you look at the cockroach, you will see the spiracles, those small holes. Those are the spiracles. They are the ones that are also responsible for the breathing in insects. And when you look at the caterpillar, we have also these small holes, which are the spiracles. They are the ones that allow gaseous exchange. And since we are going to talk about breathing in insect, that is the starting point for gaseous exchange in insects. The cockroach and the caterpillar will represent the other insects. The breathing system in insects consists of tubes, series of tubes called trachea. So we are seeing that the breathing system is made up of tubes, and these tubes we call them the trachea. For example, if you look here, we have the main trachea, this one which is passing here. This is the main trachea. That is a tube on the right, and then on the other side left also there is another trachea here, which is a long tube on the sides, that's of the insects. Those are the ones that make up the breathing system in insects. The trachea connects to the atmosphere by openings called spiracles. The trachea opens to the atmosphere by openings called spiracles. Now the spiracles they are this small area. We have this one as a spiracle. You can see these small areas there. Those are the spiracles. Those small openings are the ones that we are calling the spiracles. Those small openings to the surface, they are on either side. Those small openings, they open to the outside and they connect to the trachea. So which means air comes and passes through the stomatas, those small openings, and then it enters into the trachea. Air diffuses through the spiracles and the trachea to all parts of the body, supplying the organs directly with air. So we are seeing that as air is coming out from outside, when the air comes from outside, it is going to enter through the spiracles, and when it enters into the spiracle, it will go into the trachea. Now inside the trachea, there it's where it will pass, and it will supply the oxygen to all the different organs through the tracheas. So our air comes from outside and it diffuses through the spiracles. From the spiracles, it enters into the trachea, and then in the trachea, it will be transported to all parts of the body. It passes through the trachea and it goes on distributing it to all parts of the body. You can see that from the abdomen and also in the thorax, we have also there the trachea system, and it also distributes oxygen to the brain. The trachea branches repeatedly until it ends up in a very fine, thin-walled tubules through which oxygen and carbon dioxide diffuse freely into and out of the tissue. So our oxygen is going to come from outside. When it comes from outside, it will diffuse through the spiracle, and then it will enter into the trachea. Now, the trachea divides into very many fine branches. Now, these are the ones that we are going to call the fine branches. It's dividing into very many branches, and those branches we refer to them as the bronchioles. So it divides into those little branches, and then it distributes oxygen to the tissues. Our tissues behind there, they receive oxygen from the tracheae. The tracheae distribute the oxygen to the tissues across the inside the body system. So here we can see that the finally branched tracheae, these ones, the small ones, they are supplying the muscle fibers with the air. And these ones are our muscle fibers here. These ones are our muscle fibers. So we move, the journey starts from the spiracle. From the spiracle, it passes to the trachea, passing through the body wall, and then it goes to the trachea. The trachea is divided into many divisions, and those divisions now they will branch and divide into smaller tubules. Those smaller tubules are the ones that we are calling the tracheae. They are very thin-walled and very fine. Therefore, they can allow the passage of carbon dioxide into the tissue, oxygen into the tissue, and they allow carbon dioxide to come out of the tissue to enter into the tubules. Hello, my friend. Thank you very much for participating in Breathing in Insects. Please do like, share, and subscribe.